Welcome to Minute Reads, where we bring you concise and engaging audiobook summaries. Whether you're looking for a quick overview or a refresher on key points, Minute Reads has got you covered. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful summaries. Sit back, relax, and let's dive in. Summary of the Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Introduction. The importance of understanding money. Understanding money is a crucial element of navigating life, yet it is often overlooked. People view money differently, shaped by their personal experiences, upbringing, and the financial situations they've faced. Money is not just about numbers and figures. It's deeply intertwined with emotions, aspirations, fears, and dreams. The author highlights that financial decisions are rarely made with pure logic. Instead, they are influenced by a blend of past experiences, individual temperament, and the broader social environment. This means that what might seem like an irrational decision to one person could be perfectly reasonable to another, given their unique perspective on money. Money carries a powerful psychological weight. It can be a source of stress, security, or freedom, depending on how it is perceived and managed. Many people believe that accumulating more wealth will lead to greater happiness and fulfillment, but this is not always the case. The pursuit of money, when not grounded in a deeper understanding of what it truly means to one's life, can lead to misguided priorities and discontent. The introduction also emphasizes the importance of humility in financial matters. No one can predict the future with certainty, and the world of finance is full of unexpected twists and turns. The most successful individuals are often those who are willing to acknowledge what they don't know and who understand the value of flexibility and adaptability in their financial planning. Understanding money involves recognizing that it's not just about earning and spending. It's about making decisions that align with personal values and long-term goals. It requires a thoughtful balance between enjoying the present and planning for the future. By appreciating the psychological aspects of money, one can make better financial decisions that lead to a more fulfilling and stable life. The introduction sets the tone for the rest of the book, which will explore how our beliefs, behaviors, and emotions influence our relationship with money, often in surprising and complex ways. It encourages readers to reflect on their own financial behaviors and consider how their unique life experiences have shaped their approach to money. Part 1. Personal Finance and Behavior. Chapter 1. No One's Crazy. Perspectives on Money and Experiences. Everyone approaches money differently, and it's essential to understand that no one is crazy when it comes to their financial decisions. The way people handle money is largely shaped by their unique life experiences, which means that what makes perfect sense to one person might seem irrational to another. These perspectives are deeply rooted in the economic environment in which someone was raised, the financial hardships they may have faced, or the opportunities they've had. For instance, someone who grew up during a time of economic instability may be more risk-averse, prioritizing savings and avoiding debt at all costs. On the other hand, a person who has only known economic growth might feel more comfortable taking risks with investments or spending money freely. Neither approach is inherently right or wrong. They're simply the result of different life experiences. The chapter underscores that understanding these diverse perspectives is crucial in financial discussions. It's easy to judge others' financial decisions without considering the context of their lives. However, by recognizing that everyone's financial behavior is influenced by a complex mix of personal history and environmental factors, we can approach these discussions with more empathy and open-mindedness. This chapter also touches on the idea that financial success is not always about making the right decisions in a vacuum. It's about making decisions that are right for you, based on your values, goals, and the realities of your life. Understanding that your perspective is just one of many can lead to better financial conversations, less judgment, and a more inclusive approach to personal finance. Chapter 2. Luck and Risk. The Role of Luck and Risk in Financial Success. Luck and risk are two sides of the same coin in the world of finance, and they play a significant role in determining financial outcomes. However, these elements are often overlooked or misunderstood. People tend to attribute their financial success to hard work and intelligence while dismissing the impact of luck, or they may view financial failure as a result of poor decisions rather than acknowledging the role of risk. The chapter illustrates that success in finance isn't always a result of perfect planning or superior knowledge. Sometimes it's about being in the right place at the right time. Luck can manifest in various forms, such as being born into a stable economic environment, having access to education, or encountering opportunities that others might not have. Conversely, risk is an unavoidable part of any financial decision. No matter how carefully one plans, there are always factors beyond control that can influence the outcome. Understanding and accepting this reality is crucial for maintaining a balanced perspective on success and failure. It's important to recognize that just as luck can play a role in achieving financial success, risk can lead to unexpected setbacks, despite the best efforts and intentions. This chapter emphasizes the need to acknowledge the role of both luck and risk in our financial lives. It calls for humility in recognizing that not all successes are purely the result of individual effort and that not all failures are due to personal shortcomings. By understanding the interplay between luck and risk, individuals can approach their financial decisions with a more balanced mindset, appreciating the factors beyond their control while still striving to make informed and thoughtful choices. The key takeaway is that while hard work and good decisions are important, they are not the only ingredients in the recipe for financial success. Recognizing the roles of luck and risk can help temper expectations, foster a more realistic approach to personal finance, and promote resilience in the face of financial challenges. Chapter 3: Never Enough: The Dangers of Greed and Knowing When to Stop. In this thought-provoking chapter, we delve into the perilous grip of greed and its profound effects on our financial lives. The relentless desire for more, be it wealth, power, or status, can cloud judgment and lead to detrimental choices. This chapter explores the psychological and behavioral dimensions of greed, highlighting how it drives individuals to take excessive risks and make irrational decisions in the pursuit of ever greater riches. It underscores the importance of recognizing when enough is truly enough and finding contentment in what you have. By understanding the dangers of unchecked ambition and learning to appreciate the present, you can achieve a healthier relationship with money and avoid the pitfalls of financial instability. The chapter encourages a balanced approach, advocating for the need to set clear financial goals, make mindful decisions, and embrace satisfaction in order to achieve long-term prosperity and personal fulfillment. Chapter 4: Confounding Compounding: The Power and Impact of Compounding. This chapter reveals the astonishing power of compounding and its transformative impact on financial growth. Compounding is the process where the returns on an investment generate their own returns, leading to exponential growth over time. By illustrating how even modest, consistent investments can accumulate into substantial wealth, the chapter demonstrates why compounding is often described as one of the most powerful forces in finance. It emphasizes the importance of starting early and being patient, showing how time and persistence can turn small contributions into significant financial achievements. The chapter also addresses the dark side of compounding, how it can magnify the effects of debt, leading to escalating financial challenges if not managed carefully. Through compelling examples and insights, it reveals how understanding and harnessing the power of compounding can be a game changer in building wealth and achieving financial goals, while also highlighting the importance of avoiding the pitfalls associated with excessive debt. Chapter 5: Getting Wealthy versus Staying Wealthy: The Differences Between Acquiring and Maintaining Wealth. Getting wealthy and staying wealthy are two fundamentally different challenges, each requiring distinct mindsets and strategies. Acquiring wealth often involves taking calculated risks, seizing opportunities, and sometimes riding the waves of good fortune. It's about being aggressive enough to capitalize on the right chances, whether that's investing in a new business, buying into the stock market at the right time, or making other bold financial moves. However, staying wealthy is a different game altogether. Once wealth is accumulated, the focus shifts from growth to preservation. This requires a more cautious approach, where the primary objective is to protect what has been gained. Staying wealthy often means avoiding the pitfalls of overconfidence, excessive risk-taking, and complacency that can lead to significant losses. It demands a deep understanding that financial markets and life circumstances can change unpredictably, and what worked to get rich might not work to keep it. The chapter highlights that the skills needed to acquire wealth are not always the same as those needed to maintain it. For example, while aggressive investment strategies may help build wealth quickly, they can also lead to significant losses if the market turns. Therefore, maintaining wealth requires a more balanced and often conservative approach, prioritizing risk management and long-term stability over quick gains. Another key point is the psychological aspect of wealth. People who have acquired wealth might be tempted to continually pursue more, driven by a fear of losing what they have or by an insatiable desire for greater success. This mindset can be dangerous, leading to risky decisions that threaten their financial stability. Recognizing when enough is enough and focusing on preserving wealth can be challenging but essential for long-term success. Ultimately, this chapter underscores the importance of humility, caution, and a shift in focus from aggressive growth to careful preservation once wealth has been achieved. It's not just about getting rich. It's about staying rich, which requires a different set of strategies and a disciplined approach to managing wealth. Chapter 6. Tails You Win. The importance of rare events in financial success. In finance, rare and unpredictable events, often referred to as tails, can have an outsized impact on financial success. These events are the extreme outcomes that fall at the ends of the probability distribution. Highly unlikely, but with the potential for significant consequences. The chapter explains that much of financial planning and investment strategy focuses on what is likely to happen, based on historical data and trends. However, it's often the rare, unforeseen events that can make or break a financial plan. These events could be major economic downturns, sudden market crashes, or even unexpected windfalls. Because they are so unusual, they are often overlooked or underestimated in traditional financial planning. The importance of these tail events lies in their disproportionate impact. While they may be rare, when they do occur, they can drastically change the financial landscape. For example, an unexpected market crash can wipe out years of accumulated wealth, while a sudden surge in a particular investment can create significant gains. The challenge is that these events are almost impossible to predict with precision, making them difficult to plan for. The chapter argues that understanding and preparing for the possibility of tail events is crucial for long-term financial success. This involves building a margin of safety into financial plans, being prepared for the unexpected, and avoiding overexposure to any single risk. It also means being open to the idea that success might come from an unexpected source, rather than from the well-laid plans we often rely on. Furthermore, the chapter suggests that many of the greatest financial successes are the result of tail events. For instance, an investor might achieve significant wealth by making a single investment that turns out to be far more successful than anticipated. However, the key is not just recognizing these opportunities, but also understanding the role of luck and being positioned to take advantage of them when they arise. In essence, while it's important to plan for the most likely outcomes, it's equally important to be aware of and prepared for the rare events that can have a profound impact on financial success. By acknowledging the power of these tail events, individuals can better manage risk, capitalize on unexpected opportunities, and build a more resilient financial strategy. Part 2. Managing Wealth. Chapter 7. Freedom. The true value of wealth in providing freedom. Wealth, at its core, is not just about the accumulation of money or assets. It's about the freedom it provides. This chapter explores the idea that the true value of wealth lies in its ability to grant individuals the freedom to make choices that align with their values, desires, and long-term goals. Financial freedom means having the ability to live life on your terms, whether that's pursuing a passion, spending time with loved ones, or simply having peace of mind knowing that you are secure in your financial future. The chapter emphasizes that financial freedom is not necessarily about retiring early or living a life of luxury. It's about the flexibility to make decisions without being constrained by financial pressures. For many, this might mean the freedom to take a job they love, even if it pays less, or the ability to handle unexpected life events without being thrown into financial turmoil. Wealth allows people to buy time, reduce stress, and focus on what truly matters to them. One of the key points is that financial freedom varies from person to person. What feels like freedom to one individual might not be the same for another. Some might find freedom in having a certain amount of savings, while others might find it in the ability to travel or spend more time with family. Therefore, the chapter encourages readers to reflect on what financial freedom means to them personally, rather than chasing societal standards of wealth. Moreover, the chapter cautions against the trap of continuously chasing more wealth without ever reaching a point of satisfaction. The pursuit of more money can sometimes lead to a cycle of stress and dissatisfaction, where the goalposts of financial freedom keep moving. It's crucial to identify a point at which you feel financially free and to appreciate and protect that freedom rather than perpetually striving for more. In summary, this chapter presents wealth as a tool for achieving a life of freedom and fulfillment. It encourages individuals to think deeply about what freedom means to them and to use their wealth in ways that enhance their overall well-being, rather than merely accumulating more for the sake of it. Chapter 8. Man in the Car Paradox: The Illusion of Wealth and Status Symbols. The man in the car paradox is a concept that delves into the illusion of wealth as represented by status symbols. The paradox is that when people purchase expensive items like luxury cars, watches, or designer clothes, they often do so with the intention of impressing others. However, the reality is that while others might notice these items, they are more likely to focus on how the possession of such items makes them feel about themselves, rather than admiring the owner. This chapter explores the idea that status symbols often fail to deliver the admiration and respect that people expect. For example, someone driving a luxury car might assume that others view them as successful or wealthy. In reality, those who see the car might momentarily appreciate the car itself, but are more likely to think about how owning such a car would make them feel rather than admiring the owner. This is the paradox. The person who buys the car to be admired often receives less admiration than they anticipate. The chapter challenges the notion that wealth should be displayed through material possessions. It argues that true wealth is not about showing off what you have, but about feeling secure, content, and free. The pursuit of status symbols can lead to a cycle of spending that never truly satisfies because it's based on the external validation of others, which is fleeting and often illusory. The chapter also points out that status symbols can be misleading indicators of wealth. Just because someone owns expensive things doesn't mean they are financially secure or wealthy in a meaningful way. Often, those who flaunt their wealth through visible status symbols may be living beyond their means, burdened by debt, or lacking in true financial stability. Ultimately, the man in the car paradox serves as a reminder that the pursuit of status through material possessions can be a hollow and unfulfilling endeavor. True wealth lies in what you don't see: financial security, peace of mind, and the freedom to live life on your terms. The chapter encourages readers to reconsider their relationship with material possessions and to focus on building wealth that provides genuine happiness and fulfillment, rather than chasing after status symbols that offer little in return. Chapter 9. Wealth is what you don't see. Understanding invisible wealth. True wealth is often invisible, hidden beneath the surface of what others perceive. This chapter explores the idea that the most meaningful aspects of wealth aren't always visible to the outside world. While flashy cars, expensive homes, and designer clothes are obvious markers of financial success, they are not necessarily indicative of true wealth. Invisible wealth is characterized by financial security, freedom, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have enough to meet your needs, handle emergencies, and support your future goals. It's the money saved and invested, the absence of debt, and the ability to live within your means without relying on external validation. The chapter emphasizes that the pursuit of visible wealth can often lead to financial stress. People may feel pressure to spend money to keep up appearances, even if it means going into debt or sacrificing long-term financial security. In contrast, those who focus on building invisible wealth may live more modestly, but they enjoy the security and freedom that come from having a strong financial foundation. Invisible wealth also includes the choices that contribute to a secure and fulfilling life, such as living in a home you can afford, driving a reliable car rather than an expensive one, and prioritizing savings over spending. These choices might not attract attention or admiration, but they build the kind of wealth that truly matters. Wealth that is sustainable and resilient in the face of life's uncertainties. The chapter encourages readers to rethink their definition of wealth and to value the financial decisions that contribute to long-term stability and happiness over those that merely provide temporary status. It's about understanding that wealth is not just about what you have. It's about what you don't spend, the security you build, and the freedom you create for yourself and your loved ones. In essence, invisible wealth is the kind of wealth that endures, supporting a life of security, flexibility, and peace of mind. It's the wealth that allows you to sleep well at night, knowing you're prepared for whatever the future might bring. Chapter 10. Save Money. The Simple Power of Saving. Saving money is one of the simplest yet most powerful principles of personal finance. This chapter delves into the importance of saving as a foundational habit for achieving financial stability and long-term wealth. Saving money is not just about setting aside a portion of your income. It's about creating a buffer between you and life's uncertainties, providing security, and giving you the freedom to pursue your goals without financial stress. The chapter highlights that saving money is often undervalued in a culture that emphasizes spending and consumption. However, the simple act of saving can have a profound impact on your financial life. Savings provide a safety net for emergencies, reduce the need for debt, and create opportunities for investment and growth. Even small, consistent savings can compound over time, leading to significant wealth accumulation. One of the key messages is that saving money doesn't require a high income or complex financial strategies. It's about making conscious decisions to live within your means, prioritize your financial future, and avoid unnecessary expenses. The discipline of saving fosters financial resilience, allowing you to handle unexpected expenses without derailing your financial plans. The chapter also discusses the psychological benefits of saving. Having money saved up reduces financial anxiety and provides a sense of control over your life. It allows you to make decisions based on what's best for you rather than what's dictated by financial pressures. This sense of security is a key component of financial well-being and overall happiness. Moreover, saving money is not just about the amount saved, but the habit of saving itself. Developing the habit of saving regularly, no matter how small the amount, creates a mindset of financial responsibility and planning. This habit, when maintained over time, can lead to financial independence and the ability to achieve your life's goals without relying on debt or external assistance. In summary, saving money is a simple yet powerful tool for building wealth, achieving financial security, and creating a life of freedom and flexibility. It's a habit that pays off in the long run, providing the foundation for a stable and prosperous financial future. Chapter 11. the importance of being reasonable over rational in financial decisions. In the world of finance, there's often a strong emphasis on making rational decisions based purely on logic and data. However, this chapter argues that being reasonable is sometimes more important than being strictly rational when it comes to personal financial decisions. The difference lies in understanding that human behavior, emotions, and individual circumstances play a significant role in financial decision-making, and what is rational on paper may not always align with real-life needs and values. Being reasonable means making decisions that you can stick with over the long term, even if they aren't the most mathematically optimal. For example, paying off a low-interest mortgage early might not be the most rational decision from an investment perspective, as you could potentially earn more by investing that money elsewhere. However, if the peace of mind that comes from being debt-free is more valuable to you, then it's reasonable to prioritize paying off the mortgage, even if it's not the rational choice. The chapter emphasizes that financial decisions are deeply personal and should align with your comfort level, risk tolerance, and life goals. While rationality provides a framework for making informed decisions, reasonableness considers the human element, the need for security, the desire for peace of mind, and the importance of emotional well-being. Moreover, being reasonable often involves recognizing your limitations and biases. Humans are not perfectly rational beings. We are influenced by our emotions, past experiences, and future uncertainties. A reasonable approach to finance acknowledges these factors and seeks to create a balance between logic and what feels right for you personally. The chapter also highlights that sticking to a reasonable financial plan is often more sustainable than trying to adhere to a perfectly rational one. If a plan is too rigid or disconnected from your real-life preferences, you're less likely to stick with it over the long term, which could undermine your financial goals. On the other hand, a reasonable plan that takes your unique circumstances into account is more likely to be successful because it's tailored to your life. In summary, this chapter encourages a shift in focus from striving to make the most rational financial decisions to making decisions that are reasonable and sustainable for you personally. It's about finding a balance between logic and practicality, ensuring that your financial choices support not just your financial health, but also your overall well-being. Chapter 12. Surprise. How surprises and uncertainty influence financial outcomes. Surprises and uncertainty are inherent in the world of finance, and they can have a profound impact on financial outcomes. This chapter explores the unpredictable nature of financial markets, economies, and personal financial situations, and how these surprises often shape financial success or failure in unexpected ways. The chapter begins by acknowledging that while people often plan their finances based on what is known and expected, the reality is that life is full of surprises. These surprises can be both positive and negative, ranging from sudden market downturns to unexpected windfalls. The key to navigating these surprises is not to try to predict them, but to prepare for their inevitability. One of the central messages of the chapter is that uncertainty should not be viewed as a threat, but as a normal part of financial life. The inability to predict the future means that flexibility and adaptability are crucial components of a successful financial strategy. This might involve maintaining a diverse investment portfolio, having an emergency fund, or being prepared to adjust your financial plans as circumstances change. The chapter also highlights the importance of having a margin of safety in your financial decisions. This margin acts as a buffer against the unexpected, providing you with the resilience needed to handle surprises without derailing your long-term goals. For example, living below your means, saving more than you think you'll need, and avoiding excessive debt are all ways to build a financial cushion that can absorb shocks. Another important aspect discussed is the psychological impact of surprises. Unexpected events can trigger emotional reactions that influence financial decisions, sometimes leading to impulsive or irrational behavior. Recognizing this tendency and preparing mentally for uncertainty can help you stay calm and make better decisions when surprises occur. In essence, This chapter underscores that while surprises and uncertainty are unavoidable, they don't have to be detrimental if you're prepared. By accepting that not everything can be predicted or controlled, and by building flexibility into your financial plans, you can navigate the uncertainties of life more effectively and with greater confidence. The chapter concludes by encouraging readers to embrace uncertainty as a natural part of financial life. By doing so, you can turn potential obstacles into opportunities and ensure that your financial strategy is resilient enough to withstand whatever surprises the future may hold. Part 3. Financial Independence and Life Goals. Chapter 13. Room for Error. The importance of margin for error in financial planning. In financial planning, having a margin for error or a buffer to absorb unexpected events is essential for long-term success. This chapter delves into the concept of building flexibility and safety nets into your financial strategy to protect against the uncertainties of life. The idea is simple. No matter how well you plan, life is unpredictable and things rarely go exactly as expected. By allowing room for error, you create a financial cushion that can help you navigate the bumps along the way. The chapter emphasizes that the margin for error is not about pessimism, but about realism. It's about acknowledging that even the best-laid plans can be disrupted by unforeseen circumstances, such as economic downturns, job loss, health issues, or even changes in personal goals and priorities. By planning for these possibilities, you reduce the risk of being blindsided and increase your financial resilience. One of the key points is that a margin for error can take many forms. It might involve saving more than you think you'll need, investing conservatively, or maintaining a cash reserve to cover unexpected expenses. It could also mean living below your means, avoiding excessive debt, and making conservative assumptions about future income and investment returns. By building these buffers into your financial plan, you create a safety net that allows you to stay on course even when things don't go as planned. The chapter also discusses the psychological benefits of having a margin for error. Knowing that you have a financial cushion can reduce anxiety, help you make better decisions in the face of uncertainty, and give you the confidence to take calculated risks. It provides peace of mind, knowing that you're prepared for the unexpected and that your financial future is secure. Furthermore, the chapter highlights that the margin for error is not just a strategy for the unexpected. It's also a way to accommodate changes in your goals and priorities over time. As life evolves, so do your needs and desires. A flexible financial plan with built-in room for error allows you to adapt to these changes without jeopardizing your overall financial health. In summary, this chapter emphasizes the importance of building a margin for error into your financial planning. By preparing for the unexpected and allowing for flexibility, you create a more resilient financial strategy that can weather the uncertainties of life and help you achieve your long-term goals with greater confidence and peace of mind. Chapter 14. You'll Change. The Impact of Personal Growth on Financial Goals. Personal growth is a constant in life, and as you evolve, so too will your financial goals and priorities. This chapter explores the idea that financial planning is not a one-time event, but a dynamic process that must adapt to changes in your life, values, and circumstances. It emphasizes the importance of recognizing and embracing the fact that who you are today is not who you will be in the future, and your financial plan should reflect that ongoing transformation. The chapter begins by discussing how personal growth can lead to changes in your financial goals. As you gain new experiences, your perspective on what matters most may shift. For example, you might start out with a strong focus on building wealth, only to later prioritize work-life balance, family, or philanthropy. These changes in priorities necessitate adjustments to your financial strategy to ensure that it continues to align with your evolving goals. One of the key messages is that it's important to remain flexible and open to change. This means regularly revisiting your financial plan and being willing to make adjustments as your circumstances and desires evolve. A financial plan that rigidly adheres to outdated goals can become a source of frustration or lead to decisions that no longer serve your best interests. By staying attuned to your personal growth, you can ensure that your financial plan remains relevant and supportive of your current and future self. The chapter also highlights the importance of self-awareness in financial planning. Understanding your own values, motivations, and long-term aspirations is crucial for creating a financial strategy that truly reflects who you are and what you want out of life. This self-awareness allows you to set goals that are meaningful and fulfilling, rather than simply following a prescribed path that might not resonate with your true self. Moreover, the chapter discusses the role of time in personal growth and financial planning. What seems important at one stage of life might lose its significance as you grow and mature. For instance, the desire to accumulate wealth might give way to a focus on experiences, relationships, or giving back to the community. Recognizing that your goals will change over time helps you create a financial plan that is both flexible and sustainable, allowing you to pursue what truly matters to you at each stage of life. In conclusion, this chapter underscores the importance of acknowledging and planning for personal growth in your financial journey. By accepting that you will change and that your goals will evolve, you can create a dynamic and adaptive financial strategy that continues to support your aspirations and lead you toward a fulfilling and meaningful life. Chapter 15. Nothing's free. The costs of financial success. Financial success, while highly desirable, comes with its own set of costs, both visible and invisible. This chapter explores the concept that nothing in life, especially financial success, is truly free. It delves into the sacrifices, trade-offs, and pressures that often accompany the pursuit of wealth, and the impact these costs can have on one's overall well-being. The chapter begins by acknowledging that the pursuit of financial success often requires significant effort, time, and discipline. This might mean long hours at work, the stress of managing investments, or the mental strain of making difficult financial decisions. While these efforts can lead to financial rewards, they also come with the cost of time lost with family, reduced leisure, and sometimes even compromised health. The chapter emphasizes that these are real costs that should be considered when evaluating the true price of financial success. Another important aspect discussed is the emotional and psychological toll that can come with financial success. The pressure to maintain a certain level of wealth, the fear of losing it, and the constant drive to achieve more can lead to anxiety, stress, and a sense of dissatisfaction. The chapter highlights that financial success often creates new challenges and responsibilities, which can be burdensome if not managed carefully. Moreover, the chapter explores the social costs of financial success. As individuals climb the financial ladder, they may find themselves facing envy, strained relationships, or social isolation. The expectations of maintaining a certain lifestyle or social status can also lead to decisions that prioritize appearance over true financial security. These social dynamics can create a sense of pressure and make it difficult to enjoy the fruits of one's labor. The chapter also emphasizes the importance of recognizing and accepting these costs as part of the journey to financial success. It's not about avoiding the pursuit of wealth, but about understanding that every financial achievement comes with trade-offs. By being aware of these costs, individuals can make more informed decisions about how far they are willing to go in their pursuit of financial success and what they are willing to sacrifice. In summary, this chapter reminds readers that financial success is not without its price. The costs, whether they are related to time, stress, social dynamics, or personal sacrifices, are an integral part of the journey. Understanding and acknowledging these costs can help individuals strike a balance between achieving financial success and maintaining their overall well-being and happiness. Chapter 16. You and Me. Understanding the influence of social comparisons on financial decisions. Social comparisons play a significant role in shaping our financial decisions, often more than we realize. This chapter explores how the way we compare ourselves to others can influence our spending habits, investment choices, and overall financial behavior, sometimes to our detriment. The chapter begins by discussing the natural human tendency to compare ourselves to others. In a world where social media and constant connectivity expose us to the lifestyles and achievements of others, it's easy to fall into the trap of measuring our own success against that of our peers. These comparisons can lead to feelings of inadequacy, envy, and the pressure to keep up with others, even if doing so is not in our best financial interest. One of the key messages of the chapter is that social comparisons often drive people to make financial decisions that are more about signaling wealth and success than about achieving true financial security. For example, someone might buy an expensive car, not because they need it or can easily afford it, but because they want to match the perceived success of their friends or neighbors. These decisions can lead to overspending, debt, and financial stress. The chapter emphasizes that everyone's financial situation is unique, and comparing your financial journey to someone else's is often misleading and unproductive. What might appear to be a picture of success on the outside, such as a luxurious lifestyle, might actually mask financial struggles or debt. Without knowing the full context of someone else's financial situation, comparisons are often based on incomplete or inaccurate information. Moreover, the chapter discusses the impact of social comparisons on investment decisions. People might feel pressured to invest in certain assets or take risks that they are not comfortable with, simply because they see others doing so. This herd mentality can lead to poor financial decisions, especially if those decisions are driven by the fear of missing out rather than careful consideration of one's own financial goals and risk tolerance. The chapter encourages readers to focus on their own financial goals and to resist the urge to compare themselves to others. By staying true to your values and financial plan, you can make decisions that are best for your long-term well-being rather than being swayed by the actions or opinions of others. It's about finding contentment in your own financial journey and recognizing that true success is measured by personal fulfillment and financial security, not by how you stack up against others. In conclusion, this chapter sheds light on the powerful influence of social comparisons on financial decisions and urges readers to be mindful of this dynamic. By understanding and controlling the impact of social comparisons, individuals can make more thoughtful, intentional financial choices that align with their own goals and values, leading to greater financial stability and personal satisfaction. Chapter 17. The Seduction of Pessimism. Why pessimism is more seductive than optimism in finance. Pessimism often holds a powerful allure in the realm of finance. And this chapter delves into why negative outlooks can seem more convincing and compelling than optimistic perspectives. It explores the psychological and emotional factors that make pessimism particularly seductive and influential in financial decision-making. The chapter begins by discussing the concept of negativity bias, a psychological phenomenon where negative events or information have a greater impact on our perceptions and decisions than positive ones. This bias can make pessimistic predictions about financial markets or economic conditions seem more credible and urgent, even when the evidence for such predictions is not as strong as it might appear. Pessimism is also reinforced by the human tendency to remember and emphasize past negative events more than positive ones. This selective memory creates a skewed perception of risk and can lead to an overestimation of the likelihood of adverse outcomes. As a result, financial news, warnings, and predictions that focus on potential risks and downturns can seem more realistic and pressing compared to optimistic forecasts. The chapter also highlights the role of media and sensationalism in amplifying pessimistic viewpoints. Financial news often focuses on crises, market crashes, and economic troubles because these stories attract attention and generate emotional responses. This constant exposure to negative news can create a pervasive sense of fear and uncertainty, making pessimistic outlooks appear more justified and compelling. Another key point is that pessimism can provide a false sense of security. When people adopt a pessimistic view, They might feel more prepared for potential setbacks and therefore more confident in their financial decisions. However, this confidence can lead to overly conservative strategies that might miss opportunities for growth or recovery. The chapter encourages readers to be aware of the seductive power of pessimism and to seek a balanced perspective when evaluating financial risks and opportunities. While it's important to be cautious and prepared for potential downsides, it's equally important to remain open to positive possibilities and to base financial decisions on a well-rounded understanding of both risks and rewards. In summary, this chapter sheds light on why pessimism is often more persuasive than optimism in finance and offers strategies for maintaining a balanced view. By recognizing the inherent biases and emotional influences that drive pessimistic thinking, individuals can make more informed and balanced financial decisions that take into account both potential risks and opportunities. Chapter 18. When You'll Believe Anything. The Role of Narratives and Stories in Financial Decisions. Humans are naturally drawn to stories and narratives, and this chapter explores how these compelling tales shape our financial decisions. It highlights how narratives can influence our beliefs and actions, sometimes leading us to make decisions based on compelling stories rather than objective evidence. The chapter starts by explaining the power of storytelling in human cognition. Stories are easier to remember and relate to than raw data or abstract concepts. As a result, narratives can shape our perceptions of financial situations and influence our decisions in powerful ways. For example, a well-told story about a successful investment opportunity or a dramatic market trend can create strong emotional responses and sway our financial choices, even if the actual evidence supporting the story is weak. One key concept discussed is how narratives can simplify complex financial situations. Stories often provide clear heroes and villains, making it easier for individuals to understand and react to financial events. However, this simplification can lead to a distortion of reality, where the complexities and nuances of financial decisions are overlooked in favor of a more straightforward, but potentially misleading narrative. The chapter also addresses the dangers of believing in overly optimistic or pessimistic financial stories. An overly positive narrative about a new investment trend can lead people to take excessive risks based on the excitement of the story, while a negative narrative can cause undue fear and lead to overly conservative or defensive financial strategies. Both extremes can result in suboptimal financial outcomes. Furthermore, the chapter discusses how personal narratives, our own stories about money, success, and failure, can influence our financial decisions. These personal beliefs and experiences can sometimes lead us to ignore contrary evidence or rational analysis in favor of decisions that align with our preconceived notions or past experiences. The chapter concludes by encouraging readers to critically evaluate the narratives they encounter and to seek out objective evidence when making financial decisions. While stories can be powerful and persuasive, it's important to balance them with factual information and rational analysis to make well-informed decisions. In summary, this chapter highlights the significant role that narratives and stories play in shaping financial decisions and offers strategies for recognizing and mitigating their influence. By being aware of the impact of storytelling and maintaining a critical perspective, individuals can make more objective and rational financial choices. Conclusion. Final thoughts on financial wisdom. The conclusion of The Psychology of Money offers a reflective wrap-up of the key insights discussed throughout the book, distilling the essence of financial wisdom into a cohesive summary. It emphasizes the importance of understanding not just the mechanics of money, but the psychological and behavioral factors that influence our financial decisions. The chapter reiterates the core message that financial success is not merely about accumulating wealth, but about understanding the complexities of human behavior and decision-making. It highlights that personal finance is as much about managing emotions, biases, and expectations as it is about numbers and investments. One of the central themes is the recognition that money is a tool, not an end in itself. Financial wisdom involves using money to enhance your life in meaningful ways, rather than letting it dictate your happiness or self-worth. It's about finding a balance between enjoying the present and planning for the future, and understanding that financial decisions should align with your personal values and long-term goals. The conclusion also reinforces the idea that financial success is highly individual and subjective. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to managing money, and what works for one person may not work for another. Embracing this diversity of financial experiences and respecting individual differences is crucial for achieving financial well-being. Additionally, the chapter underscores the importance of flexibility and adaptability in financial planning. As life evolves and circumstances change, so too should your financial strategies and goals. Being open to adjusting your plans and expectations in response to new information or changing life stages can lead to greater satisfaction and stability. Finally, the conclusion encourages readers to approach financial wisdom with a mindset of continuous learning and self-improvement. Financial knowledge is not static, and staying informed about new developments, understanding your own evolving needs, and reflecting on your financial experiences can contribute to better decision-making and long-term success. In summary, the final thoughts of the book encapsulate the essence of financial wisdom as an interplay between understanding the psychological aspects of money, making informed decisions, and aligning financial practices with personal values and goals. It's about creating a holistic approach to managing finances that fosters both practical success and personal fulfillment. Thank you for listening to Minute Reads. If you enjoyed this audiobook summary, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful summaries. Drop your reviews and book suggestions in the comments below. If you're looking to purchase this book, head down to the description for the link. Until next time, happy reading.